So anyone have a doubt on like, so why this project? For what we have to do this? You have any question with you? You can ask me. What is the use of this project?
Good afternoon, Jeeta ma'am.
Yeah,
Kavita
ma'am.
over here. I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
wanted to know the video is quite long and we cut it only till 10 minutes.
That
So
is
why
like
why is it like you only take up only 10 minutes?
not like that, ma'am. Actually, the client need different types of projects. Okay, the client need like different types of voice, different types of conversation. Okay, if that is one audio, so if there is like
One, two, three, four, hello.
yeah, yeah, Kamala. So the training started. You can join. Okay, you can mute yourself. Kavita ma'am, so for example, I told you right, some audios are actually we need different types of conversation. Okay, if you have, you told like for example, for an audio is like 40 minutes. If you take the conversation, it will be like same for whole 40 minutes, right? The 40 minutes will be whole same like the same type of conversation. Same people will be making the conversation, but we need different type, different voice, different accent, and different this one words. So for that we need only enough of first 10 minutes. Some projects like that, but now which we going to start is called English conversation project. So that was like normal conversation made with two people, we recorded that. So that we going to work on the files. That files we can work up to 15 minutes. If the file duration is 15 minutes, then you have to work for whole 15 minutes. If the file duration is 7 minutes, you can work for only the 7 minutes. There is no any restriction for this. Only the YouTube English will have the maximum time of 10 minutes. If the file is 15 minutes, you have to work for 10 minutes. If the file is 40 minutes also, you have to work for 10 minutes. That is what YouTube English files. But for general conversation or Tamil conversation or Hindi files, you can do the transcription for whole minute of the files. There is no any restriction. Okay, ma'am. Your doubt is clear.
Thank you.
Okay. Apart from this, anyone have any doubts? Why we have to do this project? Like that, you have any doubts? If you don't have doubt, then you're not clear on it. This, I think so, right? ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
Now you could explain it, it would be better. Why
Okay.
why why is it required?
Yeah. So because you have to know the main thing why we have to do this project. Then only you can give the proper work. Because this is for machine learning. This project is for machine learning. We're going to train the machine. Okay. So for this audio to text conversion is happening. In that, what you have to do, what is your role? Means you have to work according to the audio. Whatever you hear in the audio, you have to type in the same way. You should not do mistakes. If you do mistakes, it will be loaded into system as with wrong way only. So make sure that you working each and every file accurately. Okay. So this function why we have to train the machine. In future, everything will be in artificial intelligence based. So for that we have to train the machine. So already the systems computers knows the language, but still the computer know only the main that like classic form of languages. So normally each and every languages, normal classic languages is one part. Apart from that, the languages were used in different places in different dialects. Even English only, US people will be talking differently, UK people will be talking differently, but both they will be using conversation English only. They will use English for conversation, but the way of pronunciation will be different. Kavita ma'am,
Yeah,
you
got
got
it,
it
got it.
right? So for that,
Yeah, yeah.
so different. So whoever pronounce the same word, but system has to understand what is the thing. For that, we have to train the machine. For example, if I want to drink water, if I wanna drink water, like wanna something, but this wanna want everything will be based on one word only. The meaning is one word, but the people who pronounce this differently, we have to inform the computer that this word means same word. This is the word we use for alternative, like the same with same meaning, same words pronounced with different type with different peoples. Accents. So one more other name is called dialects. Accents for the Kannada only. Okay, even Tamil people, உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா? So திருநெல்வேலி இளவால போல கோயம்புத்தூர்னா வாங்க போங்க ஏங்க. So like that. So மரியாதையும் கூப்பிடுவாங்க, மரியாதை இல்லாமலும் கூப்பிடுவாங்க. So like that. With respect, without respect, the language was changed according to the people. Okay. The person who stays in cities, they will be, their Tamil will be very different. The people who stays in inner part of the village like that, their slang of the way will be different. And even I don't know the people like in grade they will be giving each and even the small for the small children also they will give more respect. For the small children also they will be giving the way of speaking like that will be very different. Okay. But in the right, for example Hindi people in cities they will be talking differently, and in like villages the same language will be spoken in different way. Okay. So according to the cities and villages, the dialects are different, but the meaning will be same, right? The meaning will be same, but the way of pronunciation will be different. So, but the computer, it has to understand all the things. So this is the word, this is the meaning, like that. So for that, we need to train the machine. So we have to load different types of audios into the machines, and we have to inform this word means this is the word, this is the meaning, like everything we have to train to the machine. For that we need to make this project. Okay. So you're working with different project. In this project only, even English will be pronounced differently. So in this, for example, in India only, South Indian people will be speaking the English in different way. North Indian people will be speaking the English in different way. Even in Kerala, if we tell doctor, they will tell doctor. Right? The Malayali people will be, their speaking of English will be very different. Every O sound will be different. Right?
Yeah, pronunciations.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So that we need to upload the system, right? Because we tell doctor, they tell doctor, right? Hospital, we tell hospital, they will tell hospital, but the meaning was same, right? But the way of pronunciation is different. So whatever we inform that system, that is same way, same words, meaning should be make it out. So for that we need to load these languages with different accent, but the meaning will be same and with different way. Okay. So only for this reason, because as of now all papers are using smartphones. In the smartphone only you know the thing, right? There is Alexa, Google, everything will be answering according to your voice recognition. Whatever you ask the question, they will be answering. For example, if you ask with the Google, so what is my location, it will be clearly informing you that where you stay now, where you're being now, because it can easily identify the thing which you're speaking. So like that, they want to train the machine with all dialect languages. Okay. Each and every language's dialect, it should be loaded to the machine. So only it can understand each people. So for example, nowadays in the cars, automatic cars and all, you can see that, right? If you give command, it will be driving. So for the same thing, they want to. So if because normally the computer know only English. It does not know any other languages. Okay. So now we doing this English project, this is okay, but we doing Tamil, Kannada and all. So what they will do is, once we completed the transcription, they will convert this to English and they will load to system. They will do translation and they will be loading to the system. But anyhow, they will be making the synchronization with the languages and the words with the system. So the machine can identify this word means this is the meaning, like that. Okay. So for this everything for machine learning future AI industry. for the future AI industry. For example, so nowadays most of the people having the automatic voice, this like customer care, automatic like message bot messages. So those are all improved by like this system only. So now we're going to improve the voice management system also. In future, if you're having a washing machine, you want to switch on the washing machine, you can tell like machine switch on, it will automatically started working like that. So already we have some machines that are working with voice recognition. They want to make all the in future in each and every electrical appliances should be work according to the our command. For that they need to make it. Even for example, if my grandmother says ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡು ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆನ್ பண்ணுங்கன்னா அது ஆன் ஆகணும். ஸோ பண்ணுங்க செய்தல். ஸோ அதெல்லாமே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தமிழ் வேர்ட் தான். பட் meaning was one meaning, but the way of speaking word is different. இல்லவா? So for that they want to make this. Anyone have any doubts? So why I want to tell this means because you going to make the transcription. So you should not make any mistake in the transcription because each and every word will be loaded into the system. If you make mistake, that will be loaded in the same way. So make sure that you're not doing any mistakes. You're not missing any words also. Okay. So whatever you heard in the audio, you have to type. If for example, if the word is not clear, then you can mark it as UNIN. So UNIN means unintelligible. You don't want to give the wrong word into the system. So why I telling this means I will be informing you like while working with the file, I will share you what is meant by UNIN. Okay. So any others have any doubt?
Go, ma'am.
Okay. And I told you right guidelines. So what is meant by guidelines? So differences. Each and every company have different guidelines. So according to that, they will be training their missions. For example, there's a Google project. In the Google project, if you hear number, you can type in number only. You don't want to type as words. But which we working in Microsoft project, whatever the number we have heard, we have to type in the same way. We have to type in words only. We should not correct we should not use numerals. Numerals means, for example, if I telling 8, then you have to type EIGHT 8. You should not put the numbers. So and comma, full stops, and the names, place, everything has a different rules. Okay, guidelines. So now I will share my screen. So I don't want to drag it more because already some people are having experience on this. So only the new people who are joined, for their better clarification only I explain this. Okay. You can see the screen, right?
Yes. Ma'am, Geeta ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I came across a project related to something like a doctor's conversation. But the doctor and the other speaker were there on a web, conversation. Like
Okay.
it could be a Skype or a Zoom conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
In that conversation, we could see from the video that the doctor is speaking, but the audio is not coming. In that case, what do we do?
So we can reject the audio.
The internet connection, it could be like the audio is not clear or it just becomes mute, but we can see the person speaking. So in that case, what do we do?
If you have that such link, we can avoid that. I will give you alternative for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And team, one more thing, I have to give you clear instruction for the work. So whenever we assign you the work, audios, first don't start work blindly. First hear the audio. Whether it's clear or not. If it's have more background noises, if you're not able to understand maximum of the words, don't work on the audio. Inform us earlier on. So we can give alternative audios. So after you're working, we found there are more UNIN. If there are more word is not unintelligible, then it will be like waste of the work. So make sure before starting the work only, first go through the audio. Whether the audio is clear, you start working. Okay. Don't blindly load the audio into the file and start working. First hear the audio clearly. If you can hear the audio clearly. And one more thing, overlap. So what is mean by overlap? In this audio, if while I speaking, other person also speaking at the same time, you are not able to understand both people's voice clearly. If there is the same thing was continuously through our audio, the same thing is happening. Inform us earlier only. So we'll be stop the audio. So we will be reject the audio and we will be giving you another audio. Okay, this type of audios will be wasting our time. There will be no content only. Maximum content will be comes under UNIN. Then the conversation is very waste. So make sure before working only the audio was clear. Even some acceptable background noise is okay. But if the audio has more background noise, you're not able to hear the voice clearly. Then you inform us so we can give you another audio. Okay, like that. So make sure that before working the audio, please hear the audio and you inform us. The audio is clear, you can start. If the audio has more background noise, if the audio has more overlap speech, if you're not able to understand the word only, don't work on the audio. Okay, so this is the basic things you have to keep in your mind. And next one, so we already given the first video of training session. In that you will know the how we using the software, what is the software and everything. So again, I don't want to give a brief introduction of that. So directly I will show you like how we will going to assign you work and how you are going to start the work and what you have to do, how to do. That training I can give you. Okay. So team. So the project I told you, right? This will be the project. So like this, we will be sharing your Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, you can see like file names and duration of files and the team who is working on the file. So as of now, we have English conversation. So in this first batch already I added to one team. Second which file is there. In this first 5 files or 8 files are assigned to one team. Again, remaining we have 52 files and we will be loading more files also. So really 100 hours of file. The same way for Hindi also. Okay. So like this, we will be sharing your sheet with you. From now, the files will be allotted you from this sheet only. So we will not going to allot you in, we will not going to send you in mail. Okay, so that will be hectic work. So daily morning 10 a.m. and evening 8 p.m. will be status meet regarding the project and work. So if you want new files or if you completed files, if you have any doubts, any clarification, so what are the things that will be cleared on those 2 sessions of meetings. And even
Ma'am, where do we upload the completed files and file name?
Yeah, everything I will bring you. Okay. Please meet yourself. Okay. So like this, the files will be allotted to you, and the audio file will be loaded in this drive. So you can see audio link. So in this, if you open this link, you can see the audios loaded here. So from now we will be not alerting you any audios through mail. You have to download from this drive link only. So we will be sharing you only this sheet with you, and in this we will be assign you files. Your names will be assigned here. Your name will be marked here. Okay. Okay. If you want file, we will be and you have to inform us. So we will be giving you files from here. So you will put your name here. You can download the audio from this drive link. For example, if this file alerted to JSR for me, so I want this audio to download. In this drive link, you can get all the 52 audios, but you have to work for this audio. This is the audio alerted for you. Simply copy the file name and find out.
Yeah.
So in this, the first audio is mine. Okay, you can see this yellow color, and click download. Whichever audio allotted to you, you have to copy the name and go to drive link and search it. Control F. There is a find option. You can search it and you can download it. You don't want to download all the audio. Okay. We don't want to search like one by one also. So we don't have people who are sending each and every file to you. So this sheet will be shared with you. The files will be, the names will be assigned here, and the drive in the drive link you will get the audios for your files. Everyone understood, right? Anyone have any doubts?
This video will be shared with the team members, madam.
Yes, Parvat is happening, right? Yesterday, what already recorded the audio. Points we have without voice. So you just want to confirm from you the video is happening, right? Sorry, the recording is happening, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Audios from the link shared with you. In this, we will add your mail ID. So this sheet will be given to you. So whichever the file allotted to you, you have to download from the. You have to download the audio from the link.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so I will create a completed file. So once you completed the file, you have to load in the given drive link. So which is created here. So for example, my drive. So I'm going to create this one folder. English conversation. Right. So I created the folder, and I will create folder one. First page I created. Already assigned the first batch file to other teams. So the second batch files I will be assigning you. So the audios will be there. So in the link, I will share the drive link in the Excel sheet only. Copy link. So you can see I created the link here. Okay. So once you completed the file, you open this link, it automatically directly go to the second batch file link. In this, you have to create new folder for your team files to upload the name. For example, if Kavita ma'am, you assign a file of second batch files. Once you complete it, you create a new folder here and give your name for the folder, and you can upload the files in your drive. So if Kriyasta working, create a new drive as Kriyasta and load the files there. If a Kamala working, create a new folder and load the files in the drive. Like that, you load your files in your separate drive. Don't load it directly. So you can create a new folder in this drive link. So once you completed the file, you have to go to this drive to load the files. So now, like same first batch files I created. The person who has worked on first batch, they will be loading in this batch files. So once they completed, they will be create new drive, and they will be, sorry, in this link, they will be loading the first batch file. Second batch file, the people who are sending this file, they have to load the files in this drive. So you can get your audio from here. You can load, once you complete it, you can load the file here only. And make sure, team, that you marking the status of the file. So only we come to know that you're working or not. If you're working, mark it as in progress. Kriyasta is mark ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫೈಲ್
Okay, okay, I'll do.
is supposed to manage like how many files are working, how many files are still not started working, like that. Yeah, so once you completed, you have to change the file as completed. You got it right? Anyone have any doubt on this? How to download the audios? After that, once you completed, how to load the files in the drive? Anyone have any doubts?
No.
So now it's clear, right? It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So like you can see, these files are different. Some files are 6 minutes, some files are 12 minutes, some files are 15 minutes. Like that we given, you can work on any file we have, but you have to work for the full file. Whatever the file duration is there, you have to work. So now I downloaded this audio. So whichever the audio download, it will be in your downloads. So now I downloaded this audio. So that is was in the drive. So now I have to open Transcriber app. So right, Transcriber. This is, if you want to download the Transcriber, I will show once again. So there is a Transcriber download. If you type Transcriber download, automatically it will go to the link. So this is the link for Transcriber download. The people will be sending you, the team leaders will be sending you for this link for to download the software. You can see there is a download latest version, Transcriber 1.51 version is there. If you simply click and download, and you can install like other softwares which you're installing for your system. Okay. So once you install, it will be like this. This is the software where you're going to work. Okay. So now there are very much important thing to set in the initial stage of the working in this Transcriber is like you have to make initial settings. That settings will be help you to save the files properly. Otherwise, what happened, right? The person who is working on Hindi. So once you work in a Hindi file, after that you closing. Once again, if you open the file, it will shows only question marks. Not only Hindi, even Tamil language, any other languages. So make the settings initially without any missing. Like team, you can see this, right? In this there is an option, and there is a general. So go here and make sure the encoding you have to mark it as encode UTF-8. So normally it will be like Western Latin when you install first time. That you have to change it to Unicode 8 and you okay. Once you're done, as soon as possible, you have to change this one as save configuration. So then only the configuration will be saved. Like once again, I will inform you options, general, encoding equal to UTF-8. Okay. And once you're done, you have to go to options, save configurations. And one more thing, signal, playback mode, stop before next segment boundary. For what we have to choose this means, so in this audio we can, in this software we can cut the audio. So if I cut the audio, you want to play the part repeatedly. So that option you have to choose as playback mode, stop before next segment boundary. So it will not be playing continuously. So wherever you want to stop, it will be stopped there only. It won't be playing continuously. Okay. These three options, these two options are very important. So once you've done this, you have to make it as option save configuration. So now I downloaded the audio. The audio was in download. So first go to file, new trans. Okay, new trans. Then it will ask me for the audio file to open audio file. So now the audio was in downloads. This is the audio file. So I'm choosing this. Open. So now you can see the audio was, after that you start working. So now I gone to the audio, I think so. So now I start how to work. So I have to play this audio. For to play the audio, there is a shortcut key of pressing tab key. So there is option to, you can see there is an option for play, stop, forward, everything. But you have a shortcut key of tab key to play the audio. So, you can see.
Hi, bro. How are you?
Hi, Ankit. I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Good, bro. So, hope I have not disturbed you.
No. I usually sleep late.
Team, you can hear the audio, right? So this is the audio. We're going to start the work on this. So now you can see from here to here, there is no any speech. So this part we have to cut it separately and we have to mark it as silence. So how are we going to do this? So I played the audio. I can see that until here there is no this sound made by the person, but this is not comes under speech because this is some noise.
Hi, bro.
So until here there is no any speech. So I can keep the cursor here. I have to give enter key to cut the segmentation. So what is mean by segmentation means That is a part, like we're going to classify the audio according to the
Audio part.
speeches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this I'm going to give enter. So you can see this part, you can see there is a cut made, and you can see the here also this cut has made. So if you select this, you can see this part will be selected. If you play this, you can see, you can hear anything this place.
Nothing will be there.
So nothing is there. So this part will be called as silence.
Right.
So that we have to mark it as SIL. So this we call tag. So the tags are used to identify, define the things which we heard in the audio. And one more thing, you can see there is a no speaker, right? So what is meant by no speaker? Speaker. So normally the person voice we hear in the audio, they are called as speakers. Okay. So in this audio, this no speaker is, because that is silence. So initially we don't want to make it as there is no any speaker. So we marked as no speaker. Only for the first segment we have to mark it as like this. Okay. And now next part. So this part I have done, finished.
Hi bro, how are you? Hi bro, how are you?
You can see the person starts talking here. He stops speech here. Again there is some silence. So in this case, I can cut this part separately. How to cut it? Keep the cursor, give enter. And you can see there is no speech until here. So I can keep the cursor at end, I can give enter. And make sure while cutting, don't cut any words. Okay.
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
See, he started speech here, again he stops here. So I'm getting here. Until here, from here, there is no speech noise.
Good, bro. So,
See, there is no speech for some place. So wherever you found possible silence, then you cut it separately. Okay. You see, only breathe sound is there. That is also comes under silence.
so hope I have not disturbed you.
No.
See.
Disturbed you.
No.
So this is person 1, this is person 2. Then I have to do this. I have to cut separately.
No. I usually sleep late. So
See, the same person only speaking, but he have given some pauses. So
I was just watching cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
see, the speech stops here. Again, from here to here, there is no speech only. So then I give the cursor here and give enter.
Okay, World Cup T20.
Yes.
See, there also see some possible passes are there.
Yes, T20.
India lost to
Very
Pakistan.
closely.
So
Yes, T20.
India lost to
Very
Pakistan.
closely.
So this place you can see, right? Two people are speaking at the same time, but I can hear clearly. So this part we will be calling as overlap. I will show you how to make it.
Yes, T20.
India lost.
T20.
India lost.
T20. T20.
So
Yes.
this part is clear, so I can cut it separately. But from here, the two persons are speaking at the same time.
T20.
India lost to
Very
Pakistan.
closely.
So separate. So wherever I see possible passes, I have to cut. Wherever I see the speakers are changing, I have to cut.
Very sad.
Are you following it?
So
Very sad.
this is for one speaker.
Are you following it?
Yes.
This is one speaker.
Yes. Religiously.
Between what are you
This is one speaker.
doing these things?
This is one person. Sorry. From here to here, this is a. So you can see now I mistakenly cut the same silence only into two parts. So how I can edit it? So keep the cursor at the second segment, and I have to make it control backspace. You can see this was merged. If you want delete unwanted segment, you can use control backspace. You can see whenever I create segmentation, automatically the box was created. You can see this, right? So now I'm going to start working on this. How to going to start? So this part I already marked as silence. Now this part.
Hi bro, how are you?
So I have to type. Hi bro. How are you? So he calling us bro. Then you have to type bro only. Okay, you should not type brother. How are you? And use proper punctuation. And next means you come to know. In this part we not yet anything, then we have to mark it as SIL.
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Hi Ankit. Yeah. And one more thing, team. So
Hello.
sorry, team. You can hear me, right? Okay. So I had a
Yeah.
okay. So I had a power issue. Okay. So team, you can see my screen, right? Hi Ankit.
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you? Team, I am working. Each and every line I was checking and working. So I know.
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
So you can see once you cut, if you play the audio, you can repeatedly make that audio to work. So play continuously. So can easily can understand. So now I want to play this part.
Speaker. You want to create?
Yes, moderator.
Hi bro, how are you? Hi bro, how are you?
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Team, you can see it's like this. We can make the segmentation. Once the segmentation cutting, we have to type the things. So while typing only, we have to mark the speakers. The person who is speaking in audio, for them the name is like C1, C2, C3. Okay. Now this was spoken by first speaker. This was spoken by second speaker. For this, we have to create the speaker segmentation. So for that, we have to use Control T. If you press Control T, you can get this box. Otherwise, you can go to segmentation, create 10. Same option will be coming there. Control T or this one. Then create speaker. The speaker name was C1. And you have to, that's the important thing, type equal to who is the speaker, what is the speaker gender, male, and okay. You can see this is C1.
Hi bro, how are you?
Now, this is silence.
Hi Ankit, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
This was spoken by another speaker. For this, we have to mark it as C2. The person who is the first person, that is called C1. Second person is C2. Now, Control T. Again, create speaker C, and make sure that it should be capital C2, and the type equal to, he also male only. If there is a girl, then you have to mark it as female. Now, okay, you can see like this. You have to skip. For example, this one, silence. Now.
Good bro.
So this is from C1. Again, C1 speaking. Again, you have to mark it as a Control T and choose C1. First, on the initial time, you have to create speaker. After that, you can select the speaker. You don't want to create each and every time. Okay.
Good bro. Good bro.
So this word, something he's saying, but you're not able to understand the clear word, right? Anyone can understand the word? What is this? I am or am.
He just says,
That's it.
Good.
So in this,
You say, good.
okay, but still we not able to.
Good.
So this word don't have any meaning, right? So, and one more thing, this word like sometimes maybe filler word. What is meant by filler word? So one of the person, if they are trying to speak something, so if they're thinking, so if I example for this, I don't know what is this. That is like, that is not a word. That is called fillers,
Filler.
because that word don't have any meaning. So that for that we have to use FIL. What is meant by FIL? But in this, that is not a FIL, because that person is like, he's not thinking, he's telling yes. Instead of yes, he telling So in that case, what we have to type? AHH. You got it right? This is not fillers.
Good, bro.
Good, good, bro. Team, make sure you're using proper punctuations, and after punctuations you have to give space. Don't give like after space comma. Make sure you're giving the comma or full stop near to the word only. After that you have to give space for the files. Good, bro. And now this one. This cleared.
Good, bro.
So if I keep it the cursor, if I play the thing,
Good, bro.
you have to save the audio what is there. You have to hear the word same clearly. Then it is correct.
Okay, Jivita, I have a doubt like this word like these all will not come under fillers, right?
Yeah, because that is a confirmation one. If I example, if I asking, do you have a lunch? Then what you will tell? That is not fillers because that instead of yes, you are telling But if you before speaking, I don't know what to do. That is like fillers.
Okay,
You got
okay.
it. So thinking the one is called as fillers. And one more thing, team, you have to save the file name in same name. So for example, this is the audio name. In the same name only, you have to save the file name. You can see this, right? So don't change the file names. Now, this part I am playing. This is silence. Then I have to mark the silence. Next.
So hope I have not disturbed you. So hope I have not disturbed you.
So hope I have not
Disturb you.
disturbed you. Okay. This is question, right? He asking question. Now just.
No.
And one more thing.
So hope I have not disturbed. Good, bro. So hope I have not disturbed.
So this and this same speaker. So we don't want to again. We have to don't want to mark this again same speaker because already I marked here. This is speaker 2. Then I have to mark the control T and I have to just see 2 and give this.
Jivita ma'am, I have one doubt. When do we put as C1 or it's like speaker 1, speaker 2? In which cases do we
The
use
speaker.
speaker and in which case we use C?
You're working on YouTube audio, but if you're working on call center audio, that name should be A1, A2, agent 1, agent 2, customer 1, customer 2. You have to mention it. So now we don't have to give the speaker and speaker 2. So we have to use it C1, C2 like that only.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
No.
So for that we have to type it as F.
No. I usually sleep late.
I usually sleep late. Okay. Now, till now, I showed you how to type from your side, from your own. So there is another option. If you load the audio, the text will be given by system only. You have to correct it. Only have to correct it, copy paste, and you have to correct it. So I will show you. So normally, if you go to Google and you make it like audio to text converter. There are more free websites to convert the audios. So there is a website, speech to text memo. If you open the website, you can see the description. I'm showing you how to do. You can see there is a language. For which language you have to change. For example, there is a more foreign languages. So I'm going to choose US English. Now upload audio file. The audio was in the download. So I'm loading the audio. and there is a hertz. View.
Hi, bro. How are you?
Hi, Ankit. I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Oh, good, bro. So, hope I have not disturbed you.
No. I usually sleep late, so I was just
Okay.
watching a cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
Okay, World Cup T20.
Yes, T20.
India lost to
Very
Pakistan. Man.
closely.
Very sad.
Are you following it?
Yes. Religiously.
Between what are you doing these days?
Same routine.
Same here, bro. I also go office in the morning and come back in the evening and just chill out in the markets and then sleep. Nothing else.
I usually go late to the office, but I do go every day.
Okay.
I go to the airport and
Team, you can see this, right? There is a online portal which is that to convert audio into text.
Can you able to share that link on the messages so that we can copy it?
And one more thing, it will won't come like 100%. Make sure.
Yeah. We have to check again, right?
We have to check again because that is you can while typing only can see right. Some words are right.
No, at least we can. At least we can reduce the
50%,
time, right?
50%. Can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is also, it's only for
Only
English.
English itself.
Okay.
Some languages like Dutch, US, English, Korean, Mandarin, Japanese, because they already given that trained the machine. Okay. And still now also you can see this, right? It is not like 100% it's there.
Yeah. There are words missing, and a few words are changed and put in.
Yeah, you can see, hi bro, how are you? It's so like, hi Rose, how are you?
Yeah.
I am fine, thanks, how are you? This was okay. But good bro. This was speaker one. But hello, not this. Well, I hope I have not disturbed you. This was okay. But it's like 70 to 80% you can get here. But balance you out, type from your side, you have to correct from your side. Okay. So this you can use for extra discussion. Okay. It will be helpful for you, right? But you have to check. Simply don't blindly copy paste from here to there. There will be more mistakes. You got it right?
Yes.
Now, so this way you have to type. Okay. So this is silence and this.
So I was just watching cricket match. Which is going on in Dubai.
Okay, in this you can see same time. Okay, that will be called as overlap. So we have to mark it as overlap, and in overlap we have to mention who is the overlapper, what they overlapping. The C2 is overlapping, overlap C2, and what is the thing? What is the thing he overlapping?
So I was just watching.
So he is Phyllis because he is on we just gone through something she's telling, but the word is not clear. In this case, you should not type your own word. Instead of that, you have to mark it as UNIN, unintelligible.
So I was just watching cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
Cricket match is going on in Dubai. And one more thing, team. So you should not use any capital letters, and you should not make sure everything should be in small. Only the tag should be in capital letter. Other than those things should be in small letter.
So I was just watching cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
Which is going on in Dubai.
So I was just watching cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
Which is going on in Dubai. You can see, right? Whatever I hear, I type. And one more thing.
So I was just watching cricket match which is going on. So I was just watching So I was just
Okay.
watching cricket match which is going on. So I was just
Okay.
watching cricket match.
So in this, only in this place the overlap had happened. Okay, this place only they both are speaking. So only this place is overlap.
So I was just
Okay.
watching
But this is clear.
cricket match which is going on in Dubai.
You can see this, right? This part is very clear, but this part they made overlap. So we have to cut it this part separately and we have to mark it as overlap C2. So something what? Then we have to post overlap and again you have to mark it as overlap and we have to mention what is the next speaker name C1. C1 and what he telling? Okay. And this overlap completed. So overlap is
Okay, Jivita, I have a doubt now. See, after UNIN,
okay.
you have given overlap,
Yeah, that I
right?
closed.
So
I closed.
yeah, but then you've given a slash in front of overlap, whereas for the other overlaps you've not given. So what is the
This
difference
is
between that
closing.
and the?
This is closing that. I hope you did not see the first video. You have to go to the first video. That in that I have given clear things. Each and
Okay, okay,
you
okay,
can go to that audio also. This also. Okay? This is new update. That's it.
okay, okay, okay.
See.
Cricket match which is
First,
so I was just
so UNN. So the I can understand plus and after that the word is not understood. So I mark it as UNN. So this first person's overlap completed and the same place overlap as made by C1. What he telling? Okay,
so I was just watching.
okay. And one more thing, team. You have any doubt on this in this place? Anyone can tell
Yeah,
anything?
okay is on capital letters.
Yeah, because there is a guidelines. The okay word should be in capital letter.
All acronyms should be in capital letters, right?
Yeah, only okay only. That's
Only okay. I see.
okay word should be in capital. Apart from that, any word should be given in capital letters. And one
I
more
see.
thing, there's a rule like if you're turning the word like SBI,
Yeah,
HDFC,
yeah,
LIC, then you have to type the word in capital. For
yeah.
example, the
That's what
cricket
I
match.
asked.
Then the cricket match which is going on Dubai, IPL. If someone telling IPL, then you have to type
Yeah,
I
capital letter only.
P L. Like this you have to type. Because these words pronounced separately. Then you have to mark it as separately only. Okay? Like this only you have to
Jivita
type.
ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
No. I
Like,
didn't understand this point.
1 second. Yeah, tell
Yeah.
me, ma'am. Kavita, ma'am. Any ma'am?
yes, ma'am. Like somebody's name has an initial, like Shekhar C. Bhatt or something. In between, the
Then you have to
C
type.
should be in capital.
Yeah, sure. If someone telling Rajkumar G, then you have to type Rajkumar G. G Rajkumar or G. MGR. If someone telling MG Ramachandran, then you have to type M space G space Ramachandran. Because the MG is pronounced, initial was pronounced separately, right? The word, wherever the words pronounced as letters, alphabetic letters, then you have to type in the same way. If someone telling SBI Bank, then SBI Bank.
I
I
see.
see.
We should give space in
Yeah,
between
yeah,
letters.
yeah. Further, if
I
someone
see.
telling Mr. Bharat, then you have to type MIST here, Mr. Bharat.
I
You
see.
should not type like
MR.
MR dot Bharat.
Mhm.
Mr. means Mr. You have to type. If someone telling kilogram, they should not type kg. You should type kilogram, KLOGRAM. If on someone telling I using MB 2 GB 2 GB phone something, then you have to type 2 plus G plus B. You got
Oh,
right?
we should not type like
Number
gigabytes.
gigabytes because they pronounced as GB. We should not give expansion for this.
Mhm.
But in kilometer, 2 kilometer, but we not pronounce as 2 km. In telling us 2 kilometer only, right?
Mhm.
Liter. We will we will be telling like liter only. We should not telling 2L. If you're telling 2L, then you can type 2 space L. But we
I see.
pronouncing as 2 liter, 2 kilo. Then you have to type in the kilo, KLO. If someone telling kilometer, you can type kilometer. If someone telling kilo, then you have to type kilo only.
Okay.
2 centimeter. 1 second. Okay, Tim. Sorry. And same thing. If someone telling 2 GB, then you have to type.
Two is in. Yeah.
Now we should not use any numericals
Yes.
here.
And
If
how
someone,
about the date of birth and these things? If he tells
someone
any
tells
date,
18
18th September,
September, then
uh,
September 1995, then you have to type 19,
1995. I see.
1995,
Okay.
95, 95 only. And
Okay.
if someone telling mail ID, sundar@gmail.com, then
Yeah. Those things. Okay. Dot and that we have to write. Right.
Gmail means Gmail,
Yeah.
dot means DOT. We got
In
it.
case if anybody tells the phone number 0088
Then you have to
that
type
case,
same thing,
double
00, 99. What the way we here, we have to type in the same way. We should not correct anything.
Okay. Fine.
But normally, if someone telling 00, then we don't type in mobile name 00, we type 000.
Yes.
So, but in this transcription, we have to transcript is like whatever we hear, we have to make it in the same way.
That's right. Okay.
Anyone have any doubt on this?
And one more thing that fillers, this tagging and all, we have to make it in capital letters only, right?
Yeah, that we have to type in capital. Okay. So for that, the brief introduction video is given how to.
Do you have any docs for this tagging and all?
Yeah, that is there. Guidelines is there.
Yeah. Can you able to share those things?
Yeah, sure. So you're from?
SS Sky Technologies.
Okay, I think Vignesh will be
Yes.
sharing. Vignesh வந்திருக்கலையா? கைலன்ஸ் வச்சிருக்கீங்களா? ஷேர் பண்ணிருங்க அவருக்கு.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a certain in the guidelines the overlap will be different, but here in training this is the way currently we are using. Apart from this, all are same thing. Only the overlap will be different in the this one. In team, you know, right, how to cut the segment, how to work on. So now I am 100% sure each and every line was done properly. Don't, for example, if I hear this,
Hi bro, how are you?
you see, whatever I hear in the audio, that is there. There is no any missing word, there is no any spelling mistakes, there is no any punctuation mark missing, right? I'm not sure.
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I am fine, thanks. How are you?
Good bro.
So whatever I hear in the audio, I can see in the text. So this makes sure team you're working properly, because we don't want any rework and any missing words and all. That will be hectic for us. So whatever you hear in the segment, you have to type in the segment. Okay. And that's
and as far as this silent part is concerned, is there any minimum seconds are there for the silent?
No. If you found the maximum, this one possible silence. Actually, while cutting, this should not be cut on the word. For example, if I cut here, for example, if I cut here, if I play this,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
you can see off word is there. So make sure don't cut any words.
Okay. There is no need of seeing that 500 ms as in
No, nothing.
drop to 2.0.
No.
Right.
There is no any rule. Only you can, wherever you see possible silence, you can see there is a possible sign. But here also there is some silence. If you cut this, some word will be cutting. Don't go for small thing. But even you can see here also some possible this there. But you don't cut this and all. But if you see as possible silence, then you can cut it.
Maximum of 2 seconds we can say, right?
Yeah, not 2 seconds. It's like if it's not
maybe
like
1 second. Yeah, this will be 1 second, I think.
this 0.5 seconds.
I see.
So not like that. Wherever you found possible noises without any speech, then you can cut it.
I see. Okay.
You can see in this audio maximum, then there is some maximum already. You can see.
Yeah, I don't know what.
This you can cut. This you can cut.
Yeah.
This you can cut.
Yeah.
This you can cut. Like this you can, but this you don't cut. Small.
Okay.
This you don't want to cut.
Police.
Same name.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, on doubt.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, here element and how we can use.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to tell that. For example, if this is Hindi audio, okay. क्या करते by, then you can type क्या करते by in Hindi. Okay. In that, like what mobile you using, bro? क्या, sorry, I don't know Hindi clearly. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ ಹಿಂದಿ ವರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Okay, if something
क्या
someone
चल
telling
रहा है?
क्या चल
चल रहा
mix
है.
with English words.
Work is going on. सब ठीक है.
Sab theek hai. Okay. If this is English audio, if you're telling sab theek hai in Hindi, then you have mark it as, for example, this word cricket match chal raha hai. Mr. Bharat chal raha hai. So that word chal raha hai is Hindi. In that case, what you have to type? Yellam. That chal, what you don't want to type, you want to mark it as UNIN. This is for which one? This is for English files. But if you have given Hindi file, in that you have to type, for example, I will go through this one only.
Ma'am, but if you know the language, what they're saying, and you can type it in the English and close it as a /L.
Here, no. Yes, you can do it. Sorry, I don't know what is exact meaning, but I don't think. Okay, this is word for a kaha phone. This is some Hindi audio means how you to type it. This type this. But kaha is Hindi word, you can type in Hindi. But phone word is English, right? Then you have to type in Yellam. Phone. Then Yellam. Kaha phone. Use. Sorry if I type in anything wrong. Okay.
If any word in other language you ask us to mention it as unintelligible, no?
Yeah, that is for this is for English Hindi people are telling. If I give Hindi transcription project, if they are working like this,
in Hindi, if any English words come, we have to type
like
it in
this.
English, I think.
Okay.
But in English, if any other language, you have to mention it as unintelligible. Right?
But if you know Hindi, you can type in Hindi.
Ma'am, one down. Ma'am, if speaker says SBI in Hindi, so we have to put SBI or we should use LM tag for that?
I don't know, no LM tag. No. Yeah, you have to, for example, Hindi people telling SBI, then you have to type in LM. Yes. Yes should be in capital.
Capital letters.
Each and every word should be in LM tag. Even it's a single LM. Like this. Like this. If someone telling SBI in a Hindi file, Hindi word should be in Hindi, English word should be in English, that should be in LM. And each and every word for so someone telling SBI bank, yes, should be in LM, SBI. For this is for Hindi people. English people don't get confused on this.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm working in Hindi.
Okay, if you're working Hindi, it will be easy for you. Rahul, right? Like this, you have to make it.
Okay.
If Mr. That found someone telling in English file, if you're adding Tamil words, then you can mark it as LM, UNI, LM. If someone hearing Telugu word, then you can mark it as LM, UNI, LM. This is for Hindi and same for Tamil also. Tamil someone selling, enna phone use pandringa? Then you have to type enna phone we got it right. This is for Tamil people. Tamil people who working in Tamil, they have to type the Tamil words in Tamil, English words in English. That English each and every word should be in yellow. Hindi people word should be work like this. Team, anyone have any doubts on this?
Ma'am, Jeevita ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
If the video is starting with sponsors advertisement, so for that, do we have to give it as C1 or something like that?
No, ma, you don't want to make it as this is like advertisement. You can mark it like C1, C2, otherwise you can mark it as SIL only. If that advertisement in English, then you type the English words because the English has a conversation as that, right? So you can use the English. If there is the advertisement in any other languages, you can mark it as silence or UNIN, LM with UNIN.
But the speaker.
You can use any option. You don't want to mention speakers for advertisement. That comes under no speaker. Advertisement will be with multiple people, right? Then your doubt clear? Artha aita?
I got it.
Yeah.
One more question. You could have observed that when two people are talking, for example, there is a doctor and a correspondent. So when the doctor is answering the correspondent, so he's in a continuous flow. In between, the correspondent will just be telling yes, right, okay. So do we have to mention all those, or we can just ignore that?
No, you ignore it. If you cut that means each and every segment it will be like you have to cut overlap. Okay, ignore it.
So the content is more important there.
Yeah, the main content is which is the main speaker. That voice is clear. Then you can mark it that only. You don't want to go for the background second speaker like first and telling saying yes, okay, right. That you can leave it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If we can make a segment if we hear that they are 2 or 3 times overlapping in the same segment.
You don't want to, actually, you can say one more thing I will tell you. Overlap is like sentence wise. For example, so asking, how are you? You're telling I am fine, I am good. So if this thing, there is a 2 sentence, okay, that is a sentence. If I asking, how are you? You're telling, have you had a lunch? That you don't want to mention as overlap. Leave it.
Okay.
You got it right. If the single word or some or something is there, you leave it. You don't mark it as each and everything as overlap. You don't want to cut that overlap. That you avoid it.
Even we mentioned as fillers also, right?
Yeah, you don't want to mention as fillers also. If you the second speaker is making like yes, okay, no, yeah, in background you avoid it.
I see. Okay.
If they are talking continuously in 2 and 3 times in same segment,
but there is
so we have to make separate segment for each and every time they overlap, or we can continue in the same segment.
No, I will tell you, like if the speaker is making a continuous overlap with some good sentence, some possible sentence, then you can cut it. For SS, that you don't cut it. You mark only the main speaker and you type and go. That's it now.
If they are talking.
Yeah, if they're talking continuously with sentence, you can cut it separately, but you don't mention same overlap. That's a possible cut.
Mama is asking like the speaker one is speaking for 15 seconds.
Okay.
In between the speaker two overlap for 3 times.
Like what?
Like you'll be saying in between. Okay, se hota hai.
So then
while the speaker one is
that you have to cut. That you have to cut and mark it. Otherwise, telling right,
exact
some possible sentence you can cut it. For simply yes, okay, that you don't want to cut it.
So he's asking like for that 3 times where he is overlapping. That 3 segments we have to create differently.
Yeah, separately. You cannot make in one segment and overlap 1, overlap 2, overlap 1, overlap that you don't want to mention like that. You create one segment and mark it as overlap 1 what he telling, overlap 2 what he telling. That's enough. Okay, I will show you out. For example, in this segment, the speaker is one telling what you're doing here and something. So what you can do is fully you type the overlap, first person's overlap. Whatever he telling until the full segmentation you complete full the person's overlap fully. And you type the content. How are you? Sorry. And find something, okay? This overlap completed.
Yes. Religiously.
So in this another overlap and C1 or C2, you have to mark it as. And whatever the C2, if they actually, your doubt is like in one segment, the speaker is speaking with overlap with some particular continuously speaking with overlap. Then you can make first only C1. Whatever the C1 is talking, the whole segment, you type in same only one segment. Okay, and second speaker segment you have to type in here. Okay, last time what the people did, right? So they did like overlap C1 first what they hearing, again overlap C2 what they hearing, again they open the overlap C1 and they type overlap C1 what is speaking, again overlap C2 what is speaking. Don't do that. What you type whole content of C1. What you talking? Again, you create overlap 2 and type the whole content of C2 voice what is speaking. You got it right?
If their audio is mismatching, that is okay.
Yes, no. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. But the overlap content is clearly, if the content is clear, if there is a overlap with U and N, don't mark it as overlap only. You type the only main speaker's clear voice. That's enough. You got it right? You don't want to mention like overlap U and N also. Simply leave it. But that is a time taking work. So better you go with this option only. Okay. Anyone have any doubts apart from this?
Ma'am, one more regarding this overlap only.
Yes,
For example, the starting speaker is C1.
Okay.
And he's continuously speaking. In between, C2 is responding with a very small word.
That only ignore it.
No, because in case he says, I agree with you, something
Then-
like that.
Then you cut the part separately. Which part the overlap made. Cut that part separately and make it as overlap. That's enough. You cut this. You can see this person is speaking. In this place, the two people are speaking and they overlap. So like this, you cut that separate part. You cut this only that part separately and mark it as overlap, and you type the content which you hear in the overlap. You got it right?
Yeah, but it's not like we have tagged a starting speaker as C1 and he's going on speaking and overlapped by only few words by speaker 2. So we'll just put it as overlap C2.
And what is the
and whatever he speaks and close it.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone have any doubts apart from this? So I will tell SIL is for silence, not only for silence. If someone is, if you hear music also, you can mark it as SIL only. You don't want to mark it as music. So if there is continuous music, then you mark it as SIL. If there is apart from there's a noise also, you have to mark it as SIL only. Okay. So, and this one. And SIL, you know, fillers will be like this. Fillers means like that. That word will be filler. If someone telling that is not a filler. Okay, someone telling that is not better. But someone that is fillers. So before speaking something, someone is mumbling, that is called as fillers. And overlap. So if the same speaker, two speakers speaking at the same time, it becomes under overlap. And UNN, if you're not able to understand the word clearly, that will come under UN. If the other language, so LM is called as language mismatch. In English audio, you hear Hindi words, that is LM word. Then you have to mark it as LM. If you know the Hindi word, you type it properly and LM. If the word, if you in Hindi, that if you hear English word, that will be language mismatch. So that you have to mention it LM. In Tamil, you hearing any other languages apart from Tamil, that will become under LM. That's it, team. And one more tag is there, SUP. SUP is called as, for example, some call center. If you get the call center audio, you hearing that the customer is telling his phone number or debit card number, credit card number, or his mobile banking number. That will become under SUP. What is meant by SUP? That's sensitive thing. Okay, that you have to type in SUP. And you type the whole content. If someone asking your phone number, someone telling his phone number, then you have to type it SUP, the whole phone number you have to type it, and you close with SUP, like that.
I see.
If someone,
So we have to type the phone number also, right?
Yeah, phone number you have to type 89 or 9900, and mail ID, whatever the person's like how to say. Very sensitive information will become under SUP.
That is personal information.
Yeah.
Whatever be the personal information.
Yes.
Not the address and all. This
address, for example, address will become under SUP. But name, place, if someone telling I am from Coimbatore, that will be not as address. That will not come under this one, SUP.
Yes.
Only a sensitive matter like someone.
That is account number address, or
account number. Yeah, sir. It's a sensitive matter.
Yes.
That will become under SUP. That's it. Anyone have any other doubt apart from this? I hope I have the session like one.
Yes, it has gone to one.
It's nearly to us. I think I have wasted more people times. Okay, team. So we can complete this session. I hope this will be helpful for more people because each and every time it will be easy for you to understand also. Yes, so I think I have given my best of this training session to clear your doubts and what are the things. So I think I'm getting my chest pain. I'm getting hungry. So I go for my lunch. So team, you also please go for your lunch. After that, you go through this. I will check the video. I will check with Pawat and I will share the video with you soon.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining. So once you go through the video, you can start the work. If you want file, you can check with Vignesh, Praveen, and Roja. Roja, Praveen, ನಿಮ್ಮ number ಅಲ್ಲಿ chat ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. These people will be handling. Vignesh will be handling for Tamil language. Praveen and Roja will be handling for English team. Nandini will be handling Hindi team.
Okay.
So if you want projects, if you want files, you have to contact this team. So these are the managers for the languages.
Praveen and Roja for English, right?
Praveen and Roja for English.
And who is handling Hindi?
Nandini. So for Tamil, you can contact Vignesh.
Okay, I think they didn't share their number. I think on the
chat. They're sharing. You can get the number from here.
Yeah.
If you're contacting for English, if you're contacting Praveen, then you contact your full contact should be with Praveen only. If you're contacting Roja, you have to contact Roja only. Don't confuse with the people. And Roja and Praveen not ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ನೋಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಫೈಲ್ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. And one more thing, if you get the file by today, so try to complete it by tomorrow. Actually, we're not going to assign or we're not going to give you bulkly.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give you pressure also. So everything is based on you. If you're getting one file, try to complete the file and we take more files. Once you complete it, we will be assigning. And we will be giving you grace period also. So not like, for example, it's a 10 minutes file. You can complete within 3 to 4 hours. It won't take too much time also. But we're giving like 32 hours. Like 1.5 day we can give you. But if you're not submitting after 1.5 day also, we will be not allotting you more file. But if you have a team, if you have a 10 members team, then we can assign you 10 files. But that 10 files should be comes in within next day only. After that, if five people completed the files, we will be allotting five files only. We will be not assigned 10 files. According to your submissions, we will be allotting you files. Okay. So we don't want to get the files to get in bending. So we have to complete as soon as possible, whichever we assign to you. And make sure, and please avoid mistakes. We don't have so much people to do QC. But anyhow, we will be do QC. In that QC, if find more mistakes, we will be deduct the amount. Yeah. Okay. And one more thing. So in this, you can see this one where you're taking this
audio voice.
Transcription. So it will be done for I am. It shows like I apostrophe comma I am. It should not be like this. You have to type I
am. Yeah.
If someone in this, if you take you will, it will show as you apostrophe LL. That you should type as you will WIL. You are means you are. You should not type like using anything. For don't DONT apostrophe comma T is okay. But I am, I will, you are, you will. That should be typed in full form. That should not be any short forms. Okay.
Ma'am, I thought it was only applicable for I and we. It's not applicable for you, your, and all those.
Yeah, for that also you have to mark as you or. You should be fully you or. You should not type you apostrophe comma RD. Okay, we are, we will, we have. Everything should be in clear full form only. You should not type it as in the same way when you where you're getting from the mission transcription. Okay. And okay should be in capital. And the words pronounced as letters should be in separate with space. And Mr. should be in full form. You should not type in MR, MRS. And if someone telling the numbers, numbers should be in words. If someone telling symbols, percentage, question mark, someone telling comma, then you type COMMA. You should not type comma. If someone telling divide 4 divided by 5, then you have to type 4 divided DIVIDD divided. If I'm saying 100%, then you have to type HUNDRED 100% PRES. So like that, you have to type fully only. You should not give any symbols. You do not use any numbers and all.
Okay.
Team, I think I have.
You have completed everything, right?
So still you have any tips? Can you go through the video? Even if we have another earliest.
Ask your person to share the.
You contact him. So I will be sharing with them. You can. They will be sharing with you.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, team. Then I hope I completed my training. Raghu sir, Aita. I think Raghu idara. I think you slipped. Okay, team. So Alfie artha aita, pair aita. Balaji, புரிஞ்சுங்களா உங்களுக்கு? Balaji.
Yes, ma'am.
புரிஞ்சுங்களா?
புரிஞ்சுது ma'am.
இப்போ இந்த டவுட் எல்லாம் ஃபைல் பண்ணுவீங்களா?
Yes, ma'am.
Divya. Divya Shri, GRK Informatics. How about you? You got clear, right? Anil team. And Kamla. Kamla, you got cleared it, right?
I do kind of have doubts, but I think I'll speak to you later.
Okay, Kavita ma'am, okay. Madhumita, Malini.
I'll go through it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll go through it again by myself.
Yeah,
whatever
actually,
you sent me earlier.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll get back to you.
Yeah. So while seeing the audio, while teaching, you feel like something understood. Okay, but when you started working only, you will have more doubts. That time
More
you can
doubts,
clear
yes.
more. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay, Praveen, okay, Rahul, Ravichandran, Sanya, everyone. I think I hope you people understand. So if you want files, our team people will be assigning. So try to complete by tomorrow. If you have whatever you have doubt, you can check with him. They will be clearing you on this. And for the more details, I will be sending you this audio also. So video also, you can clarify this doubt. Okay, team. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.